Yeah, it went really well. I think the opportunity to be able to get some match simulation in to continue building our pre-season program. The boys have 4 days off now, so we had the opportunity to practice some things and everyone got through well.
So what did you learn from this morning's game?
I think one thing we want to try and do is play players in certain positions. We've got some new players on our list that still got to build some chemistry with the other players. We had some opportunity to practice some game state late in the game as well. So we always want to try and make sure that we're ready for the start of the season, and we'll practice as often as we possibly can.
Brody looked really strong out there today in his first major hit out. I mean, what have you seen from him this pre-season and today?
He's been unbelievable since he got here. The opportunity to get experienced players is probably a really important thing. We know he's a quality ruckman. He's done it for years, and he's done that ever since he's been at the footy club. So he's built some great, strong relationships already, and looking forward now to obviously weeks leading into the start of the season where he can continue to build on that.
All right, so your first practice match is against the Brisbane Lions.
Yeah.
Tell us what you're expecting from them based on what you know.
They played in the grand final, a kick-off winning one. So, and they've been one of the benchmark teams in the competition for a long period of time. So, you know, they're really experienced. They're a really hard contested team with very dangerous forwards. So we've got to continue to focus on what we want to do leading into that game. We've still got to iron out some things, which is what every team does at this time of year. And then really looking forward to the opposition in a few weeks' time.
So at a local level, people are still talking about the last pre-season match the Swans played, I think it was against the GWS Giants. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep.
But what's the appetite within the Swans for another regional pre-match fixture?
I think from our point of view, it's really high. I think the opportunity, certainly with the ground, the complex, the community, the Swans are really invested in that part of the program. So for us to have an opportunity to venture up and to play remotely is really beneficial. We've done it in the past, enjoyed it, and the hospitality to be able to sort of get to all our supporters all over the state has been fantastic.
So on that note, how's your pre-season camp gone overall?
Yeah, it's been good. So obviously got a bit of training, got some community visits in, spent some time doing clinics with some younger kids, but also some experienced coaches as well. I think we've tried to touch as much as we possibly can, and we'll continue to do so before we get on the plane.
You've got a good fan base here, so what sort of boost does that bring to the players before you get into the season?
I think they certainly know, I suppose, the magnitude of support we do have and how much it does come from regional areas, not just the Sydney base. So, I think a lot of our players are country based or born and bred anyway. So the opportunity to get back out and to realise actually how many there are has been fantastic.
The feedback from players on their visit here?
Yeah, they've loved every minute of it. So the opportunity, got a little bit of rain on the first day, and then it's been unbelievable to get out and see as much as we possibly can and do as much as we can while still having a training block in place, and they get a bit of a break now and we head towards Monday next week.
Just some words on it.
I think certainly players were talking about the Turtles when they had that experience to get through that. And then obviously we played at Bonville yesterday, so it was a good experience to try and see the players in a different environment. It's something they're not naturally talented at, so that's always fun as well.
Just some words on a few more players who kind of look good out there. Greeny got a couple of goals and is really impressing considering he only got drafted a couple of months ago. In terms of what you see in him as someone who's played a lot on the ruck as well, what have you been most impressed by?
He's got natural talent. I think one thing you see from young players is they mightn't do it consistently, but they do stand out in certain aspects of the game, and he's done as much as he possibly can through this period. He's settled in really well, as of all the first years. The players have created a great environment for them to learn as quickly as they possibly can and take them under their wing, and they're reaping those rewards with some of the experience and also the senior players that we currently have.
Are you kind of dreading the job that'll come in the coming weeks in terms of deciding who gets to play in that midfield, because you've got a lot of choices and a lot of guys in positions?
Yeah, for sure. I know at the moment, the players have had full pre-seasons, which have been really good, and that's what you want as a match committee and selection process, is to have weighted numbers and multiple options that you can go to, and they all keep each other on their toes. They all bring different strengths to certain areas of the game, and we've got to try and make sure that we gel them together and get them in the right spot, and we've still got a few weeks to do that.
Can you tell us who's really shined and named in this training?
Well, I think certainly Matt Roberts has been one. He's in his third year on our list now at the minute. He's been phenomenal this pre-season. To be able to do it all, I think that's apart for a second and a third year to actually finish a whole pre-season. He's done every session, ticked every box, and started to really get some belief in his game. So, you know, and then you talk, obviously, Joel Amati up ahead of the ball, Logan McDonald, they're starting to mature into their bodies as key forwards now. So really impressive in the work that they're doing to create space. So yeah, there's been some good performers, and you know, still a lot of weeks to go, which is good.
So talking about the Swans in 2024, tell us what your chances are.
Chances are to try and get through to this first round as healthy as we possibly can, with the load we can get in. So they've ticked every box so far, which has been really pleasing. You know, and we're a side that continually want to play at the pointy end. No, we don't shy away from that. You know, the players will do everything they possibly can to go as far as they can.